Hi everyone. Previous class we have discussed about voltage standing wave ratio, current standing wave ratio, and also discussed about and also derived the relationship between standing wave ratio and reflection coefficient and location of voltage maxima and voltage minima, and also discussed about in previous class standing wave voltage and current for open circuited transmission line, voltage and current for short circuited transmission line, voltage and current for matched transmission line. So in this class we are going to discuss about impedance transformation. Impedance transformation. So what is the impedance transformation and what is impedance mismatching? If the load impedance is not equal to the characteristic impedance, then all the power that are transmitted from source to load, then all the power will be transmitted from source will not reach the load, and hence some of the energy and some of the power is wasted. This is called as impedance mismatching. Impedance mismatching. And what is the impedance matching? If the load impedance is equal to the characteristic impedance, then all the energy then all the energy provided to the load, maximum power will be transmitted from source to the load. So it has maximum energy will be transmitted, maximum power will be transmitted from the source end to the receiving end, which is called as impedance matching. Once again, the definition of impedance matching and impedance mismatching condition. The impedance matching is if the load end terminal is connected to the load impedance is equal to the characteristic impedance, then all the energy provided to the load, maximum energy will be transmitted from source to load with respect to the incident wave. Which is called as impedance matching transformation. And what is the impedance mismatching? If the load impedance is not equal to characteristic impedance, then all the energy or all power that are transmitted from source, that power will not reach the load end. So in this case, some of the energy and some of the power will be wasted, which is called as impedance mismatching condition. Impedance mismatching condition. The transmission lines of different wavelengths can be used as impedance matching and impedance transformation. Let us study the properties of different wavelengths transmission line. So what are the different properties of different wavelength transmission lines? Lambda by 8 transmission line, lambda by 4 transmission line, and lambda by 2 transmission line. So these are the different properties of different wavelength transmission lines. Impedance matching is one of the important aspects of high frequency circuit analysis. So to avoid the reflections and for maximum power transfer from circuit have to be impedance matched. Okay, so that is the definition of impedance matching. Next, we are going to discuss about different properties of different wavelengths. And what are the properties of different wavelengths? And first one is lambda by 8 transmission line. So this is now here the length of the transmission line is lambda by 8. Length of the transmission line lambda by 8. We know that the basic expression for the input impedance of a transmission line is given by Zs is equal Z0 into Zr plus JZ0 tan beta L by Z0 plus JZr tan beta L, or input impedance Zs or Zin is equal R0 into Zr plus JR0 tan beta S by R0 plus JZr tan beta S, where L is the length of the transmission line. L or S is the length of the transmission line. So now here lambda by 8 transmission line, the length of the transmission line L or S is equal to lambda by 8. Z0 is the characteristic impedance R naught is the characteristic resistance. ZR is the load impedance. ZR is the load impedance or receiving end impedance. Where beta is the phase shift constant. The phase shift constant beta is equal to 2 pi by lambda, and here length of the transmission line S or L is equal to lambda by 8, and substitute beta and S values into above expression. We get the input impedance Zn is equal or Zs is equal R0 into Zr plus J R0 tan 2 pi by lambda into S. S is equal to lambda by 8 divided by R0 plus J Zr tan of 2 pi by lambda into S. S is lambda by 8. So that is equal. Now here lambda is the cancelled 2 4s tan of pi by 4. Tan of pi by 4. So what is the value of tan of pi by 4? 1. Tan 45 degrees is 1. So therefore the input impedance Zin or Zs is equal R0 into Zr plus J R0 by R0 plus J Zr. So this is the equation of the input impedance of a lambda by 8 transmission line. So this input impedance is the complex quantity, or the RHS term is the complex quantity. So taking the magnitude on both sides, the magnitude of LHS term is equal magnitude of RHS term. So that is equal magnitude of input impedance is equal R0 into the magnitude of the numerator. What is the numerator? RR plus J R0. The magnitude of RR plus J R0 is square root of RR square plus R0, and magnitude of the denominator is square root of RR square plus R0 square. And numerator and denominator square root of RR square plus R0 square is cancelled. And what is the remaining RHS term? R0. The magnitude of the input impedance is equal to the characteristic resistance for lambda by 8 transmission line. So therefore the 8-wave transmission line is generally used to transfer any resistance R suffix R. R suffix R is the receiving end resistance or load resistance to impedance Zin having its magnitude is equal to the characteristic resistance of the transmission line. And next, second property is quarter wave transmission line or lambda by 4 transmission line. So now here the length of the transmission line is lambda by 4. S or L is equal lambda by 4. So we know that the input impedance of the basic expression or input impedance of a transmission line is given by Zs or Zin is equal Z0 into Zr plus J Z0 into tan beta L by Z0 plus J Zr tan beta L, or for R Zs is equal R0 into Zr plus J R0 tan beta S by R0 plus J Zr tan beta S. So in this equation, now here the length of the transmission line is lambda by 4, quarter wave transmission line. In the above expression, numerator and denominator divided by tan beta S, we get input impedance Zn is equal R0 into Zr by tan beta S plus J R0 by tan beta S plus J Zr, where beta is the phase shift constant. The phase shift constant beta is equal to 2 pi by lambda, and S is the length of the transmission line, and substitute beta is equal to 2 pi by lambda and S is equal to lambda by 4 into this expression. We get the input impedance Zn is equal R0 into Zr by tan of 2 pi by lambda into lambda by 4 plus J R0 by whole divided by R0 by tan of 2 pi by lambda into lambda by 4 plus J Zr. So beta is the 2 pi by lambda and S is lambda by 4. So lambda is the cancelled tan of pi by 2. Tan 90 degrees is infinity. Tan 90 degrees is infinity. So Zr by infinity. Zr by infinity is 0. So therefore the input impedance Zn is equal R0 into J R0 divided by J Zr. So numerator and denominator J is the cancel. Therefore input impedance Zn is equal R0 square by Zr, where Z suffix In is the input impedance of a transmission line, R0 is the characteristic resistance, and ZR is the load impedance. So from this equation, the characteristic resistance R naught is equal square root of input impedance into load impedance. Okay. So thus for a quarter wave transmission line may be used as a transformer for impedance matching of load impedance with input impedance Zn is equal to Zs. Thus choose a transmission line characteristic resistance R0 to match the load impedance and input impedance. So that is the characteristic resistance R0 is equal to square root of input impedance into load impedance Zr. R0 is equal to square root of input impedance into load resistance, load impedance. And third property is half wave transmission line. Half wave transmission line or lambda by 2 transmission line. So now here the length of the transmission line is lambda by 2. So we know that the input impedance of a transmission line, this is the equation of input impedance of a transmission line. In this equation, now here what is the length of the transmission line? Lambda by 2. S is equal to lambda by 2, where beta is the phase shift constant. Beta is equal to 2 pi by lambda. Substitute beta is equal to 2 pi by lambda and S is equal to lambda by 2 into, in this equation, we get input impedance Zn is equal R0 into Zr plus JR0. Beta is 2 pi by lambda, S is lambda by 2. Lambda is cancelled, 2 is the cancel, tan of pi. Tan pi is 0. Tan pi is 0. So therefore, input impedance is equal to load impedance. For half wave transmission line, the input impedance is equal to the load impedance. This is the equation of the input impedance for lambda by 2 transmission line.